What's going on, everybody? This is Streely. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I look like shit, but you know what? I don't care. I gotta make this video and just get this out of my system. So, I was with a group of friends earlier today, well, technically yesterday, and I watched Fight Club for about the 6th time, and I gotta say, I don't buy movies, like, at all. And the fact that I bought this movie on Blu-ray, the only movie I've ever bought so far, period, that should be a good enough indication as to how good this movie is. And yes, I am breaking the first 2 rules of Fight Club to deliver this awesome news. So, I watched Fight Club with friends, I come home, and coincidentally, I go online and I see that at Comic-Con it has in fact been announced that there are plans at a graphic novel sequel to Fight Club, and holy shit, okay, the inner nerd in me is just so happy right now. Okay, I am so stoked for this. Like, there have been some pretty damn good announcements at Comic-Con. There's the whole Superman Batman movie crossover that was announced, and now a Fight Club sequel. Just, ooh, I'm so pumped. I'm just so flabbergasted right now. Okay, I can't even. But as crazy and excited as the nerd in me is, there's also the sane, rational, logical person in me that's not necessarily doubtful, but just a little skeptical of this, because let's be honest, if there was any movie out there that did not need a sequel, it was Fight Club, okay? And now just, after all these years, just out of the blue, just boom, a sequel has been announced, and, like, yeah, it's a graphic novel, but still, just, this was really unexpected, and sequels they aren't typically that good. There are definitely exceptions out there, but for the most part, sequels don't have the reputation of being that good or worthy to its predecessor, like, at all. But there are definitely some signs of promise based on this news. For example, this graphic novel is actually written by the author of the original Fight Club novel. I mean, the novel before the movie. So that right there just shows tons of promise. And I also like that it's a graphic novel, so it's not like they're trying to uh, meet the standards of the original Fight Club. They're not really like trying to be equal or surpass it either. They're just, the ending didn't really have loose ends, but there are just some stuff that could have been elaborated on, and this is what I feel like this is kind of what this movie is doing. It's just kind of showing how it could have, what could have happened afterwards. So there's that, and it's going to be a series. Apparently, it's going to be a series of graphic novels, and to be honest, I got nothing to complain. I'm digging this news. I'm pretty excited, actually. So, yeah. Um, as for the concept of the plot, I'm going to get into some spoilers right now, so if you're still watching this video and you have not seen Fight Club yet, get the hell out. I mean it, okay? Do not be a fool and spoil Fight Club for yourself. Do not ruin this phenomenal movie for yourself. Get out right now. Do not be a fool. You have been warned. Okay, so basically, the plot of this sequel, it takes place 10 years after Tyler Durden died, and they call the protagonist Jack. I never really liked calling him Jack. I always just assumed by the twist ending of the first movie, it implies that his real name's Tyler Durden, but you know what? They're all calling him Jack here, so, and a lot of people call him Jack. So for the sake of simplicity, whatever. I'll call him Jack. I still don't like calling him that, but whatever. So Jack is he's married to Marla Singer, and they have a kid now. It's been 10 years since the events of Fight Club, and basically they're living a boring lifestyle. And it's a real shame because after everything that Jack's been through with Fight Club, Project Mayhem, after all of this, he goes back to this boring lifestyle. This lifestyle that he's been trying to get away from the entire first movie. Well, I say first movie as if this is another movie, but the original Fight Club, you know what I mean. So yeah, that's a little interesting to see. And apparently, Tyler Durden was never really dead. Like I guess, but like a fragment of Tyler was like somewhere snooping around in Jack's mind still, just waiting for the right time to strike, and seeing how boring Jack's life is now. Like, this is the perfect time after all these years. And apparently, Tyler kidnaps Jack's kid, which is kind of weird because that means he's kidnapping his own kid. But whatever. So so yeah, I'm digging the plot. Um, I'm assuming that this is gonna be based more on the movie than the novel, even though it's being written by the author. But like, for one, they're calling him Jack here instead of Joe because in the novel, instead of Jack's medulla oblongata, it was Joe. Like, everything that was Jack was Joe. So even more the reason why it bothers me that people call him Jack. But you know what? Whatever. Um, so, and also because of the cult following and popularity of the movie, I assume that that this sequel is going to be based more on that than the book, since there are some plot differences from what I've read on the internet. But also, speaking of that, I'm also very curious to see what the characters are going to look like in the illustrations, whether they're going to be designed based on how the author pictures them in his head, or are they going to be um, replicated after the actors that portrayed them in the movie, such as is whether or not Jack is going to look like Edward Norton or Tyler Durden's going to look like Brad Pitt. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely curious to see how they're going to do that. And also, one thing I really like that they said they're doing here is that rather than Jack telling the story, this is all being told through Tyler's perspective. So that's a nice little twist on things. I like that a lot. And so yeah, I'm I'm digging this, man. I really am. I am pretty excited. And it says that this is going to come out in the year 2015. Okay. 2015 is going to be like the year of the nerds, okay? Like, there is no way humanly possible 2015 can be this good. We have the Avengers 2, Star Wars Episode 7, the Batman Superman crossover movie thing, and now Fight Club sequel. Like, it's a graphic novel, but still, that's pretty freaking awesome, okay? Like, there's just no way. Something horribly catastrophic has to happen. There has to be another Holocaust, okay? It sounds horrible, but 2015, there has to be another Holocaust in order to counteract the awesomeness, as much as I hate this word, the epicness that 2015 is going to bring us. Just, oh, God. The year of the nerds, man. I'm just, oh my God. The nerd in me is just so happy right now. Oh my God. Just, whew, okay. I think that's enough. I think I've embarrassed myself enough, and if any of you have made it to this point of the video still, kudos to you if you're still watching this, listening to me ramble. But yeah, to recap, Fight Club sequel's coming. It's going to be a graphic novel written by the original author, so that's definitely shows some promise. I definitely got a strong feeling about this. So yeah, I'm excited, super stoked, and yeah, that's about it. And I will see you all later. Take care.